Chinese crossovers like the Geely Cool Ray revolutionized the car market in the Philippines for offering splendid value for money and a reasonable price. But it's not the only Chinese crossover that made waves here in the country. There's also the likes of the Ford Territory. That's right, the Blue Oval makes a Chinese vehicle, and now it's in its newest generation. As you may have noticed, the all-new Ford Territory, this titanium variant, is substantially larger than its predecessor. From being a cute subcompact crossover, this baby's taking on the likes of the Honda CR-V, Toyota RAV4, and Mazda CX-5. And it's doing so with really rather handsome styling. You have these LED daytime running lights with indicators that go like this, like a boomerang. There's also this massive front grille with chrome accents. And of course, there's additional lighting down here. And for extra styling, there's this silver trim for that sporty feel. Down the side, the all-new Territory is absolutely massive, and it comes with this particular variant with 18-inch alloy wheels with 235/55 series tires. You will notice, of course, there is this chrome trim which makes the car look very pretty, and it has its complex features here at the rear end, giving this a more swoopy appearance. The back end of the all-new Territory has a muscular feel with this sort of haunch over here, and these LED taillights that also have a sort of boomerang effect. Also a lightly sloping rear windscreen, a tailgate spoiler, and yet more sporty silver trim down here. And there's even a full diffuser for those who think they're driving around in the Mustang GT. Step inside the all-new Ford Territory and you're greeted by a sea of navy blue, even on the seats and on the dashboard. This is, of course, standard leather upholstery, and these seats have reasonable support, although I find that my enormous thighs don't have quite enough support. The dashboard is very attractive. You have this large screen display which includes the gauges and, of course, the 11-inch touchscreen infotainment system. Although I do wish that this soft touch material here was a little smoother. It feels a bit like sandpaper. Other luxurious touches in this Ford Territory Titanium include this open pore ash wood grain, though it is plastic. There's also this piano black center console which attracts all sorts of fingerprints, but it is rather pretty. You have a glass climate control system, your wireless charging pad for your telephone, some cup holders here, and of course the rotary e-shifter, which is also very helpful because this is how the active park assist works. Much like the Honda CR-V, the center armrest contains an enormous cubbyhole which can carry all sorts of things, and even has a sliding tray for various items. The back of the Ford Territory is absolutely palatial. It's even roomier than the CR-Vs that I tested. Legroom, I could fit Joey in here, and the headroom is simply kilometric. Seating for 3 is very easy, and they'll all be very comfortable because there are rear air conditioning vents and a charger for your telephone. And there's a nice center armrest here with a pair of cup holders. Because the Territory is so enormous now, the rear space is cavernous. You don't get an electric tailgate, but you have a low loading floor and you can fold the rear seats down fairly flat for a good load space. And if you pull this tab here, there is a space saver spare wheel with the jack. I'd like to have more cars with this sort of feature again. Under the hood of the Ford Territory is a turbocharged 1.5-liter twin-cam 16-valve inline-4 gasoline engine, producing 158 horsepower and 248 Newton-meters of torque. Unlike the previous model, this is now mated to a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission, but don't worry, this is not the power shifts of old. This is actually a very good dual-clutch gearbox. Alright, we've checked out this all-new Ford Territory Titanium. Let's go for a drive. Alright, we're behind the wheel of the all-new Ford Territory Titanium, and I must say it is an easy car to drive, even though it is quite large. Once you get the hang of the enormous dimensions, you will find that you have light steering that is very responsive, although I would have liked a bit more feel. The brakes are strong, but the pedal is spongy, and thankfully, the dual-clutch transmission, unlike Fords of yesteryear, is much better. It has good responsiveness and it's no longer confused when it wants to change gear. Power is good. It has sufficient amounts of torque and boost at 2000 RPM, and you can really just drive this thing around at 2000 RPM all day. Although if you floor the throttle, which I can't really do here, it revs up to 5500 and you have a very linear power band for good overtaking. Although I did find the suspension is on the soft side, so it rides the bumps very well, but if you try to corner this thing too hard, you will probably lean over. So try to avoid doing that. Fuel economy, of course, is very good. It's doing 15 to 18 kilometers per liter on the expressway, and city driving isn't too bad at 7 to 10. Given that this is such a big car with a turbocharged engine and, plenty of space and practicality, it's really not bad. At 1,335,000 pesos, the 2024 Ford Territory Titanium may be the base model, but it offers astounding value for money. It is positively enormous for a compact crossover. It's nice to drive, reasonably powerful, good to look at, and because it's a Ford, it has a 5-year warranty. So if you're looking for a car with Chinese car pricing, but you want a bit of that American toughness, then perhaps the Ford Territory is for you. Did you enjoy this review? Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and like us on Facebook and follow us on TikTok and Instagram. I'm VJ Bakungan. I hope you always have a fun journey. See you around.